Thanks for that one.
I got another hip hop story for you.
What's up?
You familiar with Tony Dofat?
Yeah.
The legendary producer? He was my next door neighbor.
Get out of here.
Yeah, in fact, I remember him receiving an award by Mount Vernon at the public library, and they asked me to introduce him, and so I introduced him, and he floored me, and he said, you know, Brother Arthur it was the first time I ever heard hip hop I heard him rhyme. He's younger than me.
Okay.
And he says, when I saw him get into hip hop, that inspired me to get into hip hop. So I never knew that until he had said that publicly.
That you were his introduction to.
Yes, sir. We that 70s.
So now, so you were an MC back in the day. Do you still rhyme?
No. I still have moments where I hear a beat and I'll put 4 or 5 bars together and I'm like, nah, because to me, the art of rap is such that if you're going to do it, damn it, do it. Don't play with it. Just do it. And I don't have the time to master, you know, to be a true MC. You know, they call it rapper today. You have to have the mind, the mentality that you want to master your craft. You know, so that means entertaining producers that have different sounds, trying to be different, not trendy. And so I don't have the time to commit to that, but I am a DJ, and I feel very liberated in my hip hop being a DJ, because DJing is an element of hip hop. Africa Bambaataa took the license to define hip hop. He called it the 5 elements. And he said it was DJing, MCing, breakdancing, graffiti, and the culture. So DJing is an element of hip hop. And so I'm probably 10 years into DJing as a pronounced DJ, but I first learned how to DJ in the 70s. Because when hip hop came out, going back to a question that you asked me, when hip hop came out, to be a true B-boy, you had to embrace every aspect and element of hip hop. So you had to learn how to graffiti, how to shadow, how to do your bubble letters. That was just a part of hip hop. You had to learn how to break dance and get on the floor and do your spins and pop and lock. If you was in the hip hop, that was part of the culture. If you was in the hip hop, you had to know how to DJ, how to cut on the beat. You know, that's just a part of DJ. So I learned how to DJ. There's a funny thing that we should say. Every rapper wanted to be a DJ, and every DJ wanted to be a rapper. And so today, I'm able to spin, use cutting, scratching, blending, mixing, acapellas over instrumentals, play clean music, you know, I do weddings, I do sweet 16s, I do anniversaries, I do events, I have a sound system, so sometimes there might be a political debate, I do my sound system, and I feel good because, you know, I'm still involved in the culture that helped define me, that gave me an opportunity to travel around the world through hip hop. You know, through hip hop, I worked 2 years at Hot 97 at the True School at noon with Africa Bambaataa. I was the voice along with my brother Ike C on that radio station. Through hip hop, I worked for Carl Kanai, where I started out as security, but then fastly moved on to the director of marketing and promotions. I have a degree in marketing, and ultimately to national sales manager, all through hip hop. You know, you know, my time as an artist had went by, but from Nas to Busta Rhymes to Biggie to Will Smith and the Lost Boys and those great artists of the 90s and the early 2000s. I would go to their video shoots, their photo shoots, album cover shoots, and give them clothes for Carl Kanai. and helped to actually develop a good relationship with a lot of these brothers.
Man, that's amazing that hip hop took you
Full circle.
Full circle, the entire cipher. So back in the day, you used to have to be proficient at all 5 elements.
I'm not saying
a B-boy?
No, not proficient.
Okay.
You had to know something about it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You had let me see you break. Let me see your let me see you tag. You know, see, so we took our culture seriously, and the culture was a burgeoning culture. It was emerging, and so no one believed in us. Early radio would not play our music. They called it jungle music. I remember Frankie Crocker, the chief rocker, the Frankie Crocker, he said, he used to have this saying that if Frankie Crocker ain't on your radio ain't on. He was a WBLS personality, and he said that this music will never last. So older people didn't embrace our music, the rap culture, the scratch, the beats, because you know, you're coming from Gladys Knight and the Pips, Diana Ross and Isaac Hayes, people who were instrumentalists, people that made ballads, people that had song structure where you had the opening, the bridge and the refrain, and you know, now to this very raw, you know, unsynthesized music, and so people didn't believe in it. So the only way that you can get hip hop was to go to a jam or hear it on a cassette tape.
So it was really an exclusive community, and you had to be there.
Correct. Correct.
You couldn't be watching it from afar. You had to be there.
Correct.
Present.
Correct.
So how did